Happy Tuesday. Today we're going to make a card, and we're still going to today stick to our theme of spring. I'm going to show you how to fold a very easy card. All you're going to need is 2 pieces of paper. I have just taken paper out of a lined book. You can use colored paper. You can use plain paper with lines, without. It's up to you, whatever you have available, because a handmade card is so precious that whoever you give it to will be so happy to receive a homemade card that they're not going to say, oh, did you only have lined paper, or did you only have blue paper, or did you only have green paper? They're going to say, oh, what a blessing. So on this one I've decorated it Happy Spring, and I've made a flower, and I've just used blue pen, my paper, and later we're going to use glue. And when I open my card up, look how my ink shines. Is that not nice? As I open it up, it says, "Dear children," and the flowers jump up to show you spring flowers, and it says, "Spring is in the air and all little flowers." Then they fold down and they jump up to say, "Here we are," and they close again. So we're going to do this today, and you can do the same idea for a birthday, and you could write happy birthday or happy day, whatever the celebration is, with exactly the same thing, but then you'll put 3 different pictures on it, where we're going to today do flowers. So our first step, what we're going to do, we're going to put that aside. We've got 2 pieces of paper, the same size. We're going to take off the first one, and we're going to fold it in half. Okay. When it's folded in half, we're going to take our ruler and we're going to measure where we're going to cut it. Oh my goodness, my pencil rolled off the desk. Right, so I'm going to take my ruler there, and I'm going to make marks. I want 3 parts to stand up. So I'm going to say 1, 2 for the side, and I'm going to make a mark at number 3 and number 4. So I've got 1, 2, and on the third. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and on that one I'm going to make a mark on number 7 to 8, 1, 2, and on 11 and 12 I'm going to make a mark. So that is centimeters. So my paper measured 15 centimeters, and so I made a mark 1, 2 on the 3rd centimeter, on the 4th, on the 7th, 8th, 11th, 12th. The big part is going to be folded differently. I'll show, it won't be folded, but I'll show you now. So we want those 3 lines, and then we're going to just take a ruler and we'll draw a line here where we want to stop cutting, and this is going to be the part that will make our card pop out. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut along this line, just to that line. 1, 2 strips, 2 cuts, 1 strip, 1, 2, 1, 2. So what do we have now? We have 1, 2 big pieces, can you see there, and 3 little pieces. The little pieces are going to support our flower. So we're going to open it up now, and we want this side on the top where the fold is, because it's going to pop up. So we're going to turn it to where the crease is on the inside, and we're going to glue it to the other piece, but we're going to put the glue on the piece that we have cut. But we're not going to glue the small strip, the thin 3 strips. We're going to put glue everywhere else, but not our 3 thin strips. So boys and girls, once we've put our glue on here, I struggled a little bit because my glue's drying. So I have torn this piece by mistake, but it's still going to work. We're going to match it up carefully with our bottom page. I'm going to just press that down. So these 3 strips won't be glued because we haven't put glue on them. So we're going to put our finger underneath or a pencil just to make sure that they have not been glued down. I'm just pressing it against the side, gently, gently, gently. And the piece I tore here is fine, we can't see it. I'm taking my pencil and I'm just pressing it down to make sure the glue is totally, there we go, flat, and the page is flat, and that these 3 will pop open. So when I now close the card, I'm going to close it this way. When it opens, they're going to pop up. So now that's step 1. Step 2 is we're going to take a piece of paper and we're going to draw 3 flowers, and I'm going to use my blue pen. So just like over there on the flower, I'm going to draw 3 flowers. So as I'm drawing my flowers, I've drawn 2 big ones and 1 small one for the middle, and separately I'm going to draw 3 leaves to go with the middle one. So remember, when you draw your flowers, whichever way you want to, you don't have to draw flowers the way I draw flowers, but so you're going to draw them, your 3 flowers, 2 big, 1 small, and you're going to draw 2 leaves. There we go. I've put 1 leaf in there and 1 in there, and now I'm going to cut them out. So girls and boys, what I've done is I drew mine as you saw earlier on, and I cut them out. My 2 leaves I've cut out separately, my 2 big flowers and my small flower. So before I show you where we glue them on, what I have done is on the front I wrote Happy Spring and I drew a little flower, and this is the first one I made that I showed you, Happy Spring, and I just drew a different flower. Can you see it's 2 different color blue pens? I've opened it up. On this one I wrote Dear Children, and they're my flowers, and spring is in the air. So on this one I wrote Dear Mom, and now remember we've cut it and folded it, and I wrote spring is in the air. So I'm going to take my big flower, I'm going to take my glue, which is a little bit dry, I'm going to have to buy a new one. Put it on the back, and on the side of your little slit we've cut out, this where it says spring is in the air, on that side we're going to glue the flower, not on the top part, on the bottom part. Now I'm going to take my leaf, 1 leaf first, I'm going to put it on the side, there we go, and then I'm going to take my other leaf, I'm going to put it next to it at the bottom, so there they are, and in the middle of the 2, our little flower, and put some glue on, and I'm going to put it in the middle. So I've got my 2 leaves and my baby flower, and then the bigger one, and again at the bottom of the piece of paper that comes out. Right, let's close the glue. So now it will close, and when it closes, sorry, let me just check, I think I put it too low, no, there we go. So now it's closed and it says Happy Spring. Opens and out jumps the flowers. Dear Mom, spring is in the air. So if you were doing a birthday, you could draw a birthday cake and a candle and a balloon and cut it out and put it here. If it was any special occasion, to do what it is, whatever it is, you do your 3 little things to put, be it a flower, be it cars, be it bags or lipsticks or purses or shoes, whatever it is, you have the 3. You put it on the middle of your card. You write what's appropriate, happy birthday, or whichever the occasion is, and spring is in the air. And at the bottom, write love and your name. I hope you enjoy making this card and that you make many different kinds. And I hope that I'll get to see them. Have a great, great day.